Alright guys, happy Tuesday. Official Hawks footage has been released of his whole move set, so we're going to go through it real fast. Starting with the special action, and it's, as simple as it was. You just fly through the air, so this is really cool. You're just going to actually hit your sprint button at any point when you're in the air, and you can just fly. Now, I actually don't know if there's a limit to how far you can fly. It doesn't feel like it, but we'll talk about that later. And of course, the actual special action itself, when you're near one of your teammates, if you hit special action on them, you will pick them up, and then the person that you are picking up can shoot alphas, betas. Obviously, Bakugo's Gamma here will probably get him off the Hawks carry, right? But you can see All For One over here, just getting pegged with a stealth bomber there, so that's really cool. Also, just want to point out that we do get to see some more jump pads, so we see that one on the right there from the scans, and then this one wasn't in the scans, but we get to see this one right here, so that's really cool. Some new buildings, obviously, we get to see. Nothing new around here as far as we can tell, but very cool special action, man. I can't wait to see what players do with this when they just carry compresses or carries, whatever, right? Also want to look at this. I don't know if Hawks is pressing something here. We can see him speed up a couple times here. So this initial part where he hits his sprint button here, so shift or whatever your sprint button is, he starts flying, but then he gets like a burst of speed right here. I can't tell if he's going fast. He slows down, burst of speed right there. I don't know if that's just natural movement or if he's hitting shift again. You would think if you hit shift again, you stop flying like this in this animation. I'm not entirely sure, so we'll, if you guys know, let me know. But we'll find that out when he actually comes out tomorrow. So. But that is his special action. Looks really cool. And can we just talk about how fast this man flies, by the way? I feel like he flies faster when he's kind of moving like this. I think Ida Gamma's is faster, but I don't think it'd be very hard for Ida to catch up with this, man. I think, maybe if Ida gets a good start, he will, but Hawks genuinely looking like the fastest character in the game right now, which is good. I think Ida should technically be faster, but Hawks being just as fast, if not faster, is cool as well, because that's kind of his whole, thing. So, cool special action. I like it. Alright, now his alpha is going to basically just kind of shoot feathers from his wings, which is we've seen all in the anime as well. The cool thing about these is if you don't aim in, they auto-target, bro. It's a homing device, the feathers, which I'm surprised they implemented, but I think it's really cool. But before you guys freak out and say oh my god, this bro has aimbot, right? We don't know how much damage it does. We don't know, how well the tracking is. And I can actually tell you right now, the tracking isn't too great. If you want to replay this. By the way, they show the level 1s and level 9s, which is really cool. So level 1s, you can see right here, he's only shooting 1 and 1 with the thing. By the way, if you aim in, you will have to actually aim at the character, right? So they'll move faster, and I don't think they'll do more damage. Maybe they will, but they'll move faster, and of course you can rely on your aim. Now, if we want to look at the homing device here, obviously if they're standing still, you're probably going to get hit by all of them, and as well as you can only get hit by a certain amount before you get whited out, right? So if you get hard knocked down, there's still some feathers coming over here, so you can't just get constantly hit by everything. So I imagine if you get hit by a full-on Red Deku Alpha, and then maybe a couple Hawks feathers, it will knock you down, right? So you can't just consistently get grabbed by All For One in the air, right, and then just get beamed by Hawks feathers. It's different from Yellow Deku Alpha, right, who's not essentially going to knock you down. But if we look at the homing here, right, it looks pretty good right here, but if we can actually see, it falls off, and I think it's because you can see this guy's either playing on controller or whatever. He looks up, and he's looking around this way, and you can see this is where the aim really falls off. So I think they're trying to show here that you genuinely need to still keep your cursor or reticle, whatever, near the enemy so that it, tracks. So it's not just gonna be, you go into the sky, press your alpha, or hold it, however this works, and then it just tracks very, very well, right? You still have to put it near the enemy, very similar to Twice Gamma, where Twice Gamma will just track as long as you're have your reticle on them. So if we want to look at the level 9 auto aim here, there's 3 feathers hitting, right? And then you can see obviously it knocks him down after he does a little bit, and then aiming in you get the 3 as well. So Pretty cool. I don't know how much damage it's gonna do, but it seems we're steering towards all these characters knocking down after a certain amount of hits, right? I don't think we have a lot of characters that just can consistently deal damage. I think Toto and Yellow Deku, Red Toto, by the way, are the only ones that can like fire their alpha without them. And Mountain Lady and All Might, but there's a few. But a lot of characters are starting to move towards this like hard knockdown with their abilities. But pretty cool alpha. I like it. I'm curious to see how it works. The auto aim's if it's gonna be annoying or not. We'll have to see. All right, moving towards probably the most underwhelming move in his kit is his beta. If you dash through someone, very similar to kind of like Toga beta, you're going to press your beta, you're going to like initiate this dash. And if you hit someone, I believe you're going to fly very far. Obviously, I'm kind of just saying this. I don't know if it's true, but I imagine if you fly through them, you're going to go further than if you were not to fly through them, right? So very much like Toga beta, if you hit them, your beta is going to last a little longer than if you weren't going to hit them, right? I don't know. This is the level 9. You can see the aura on it. I don't know if that just means it's doing more damage or the hitbox is bigger. We're going to watch it one more time. So initially, you press beta, you fly through them. You can fly a little bit further. You can see the distance this man flies. It's not bad, but like as you fall from here, you can hit probably your shift button and fly with your special action. So it's another movement ability. If you also want to do something cool here, they don't show it because I want to see them fly through them one more time. But they make it seem like you only get that initial burst of damage, the first initial fly through. And so what they do here is if you melee attack as you're going through someone, you kind of spin and do that damage right there. So maybe the first initial damage from the beta is only this that we see right here, where when we hit beta, it's just going to do that damage. I imagine maybe we can just fly through them, but like why wouldn't you melee attack unless the beta does more damage? There's the melee attack again. I really don't know. I don't get it. You're also flying not too fast, and your turns aren't like crazy good. So it's not like it's going to be hard to dodge. It doesn't seem too hard to dodge, but obviously I'm speculating, right? So we can see the sharp turn right here. He's obviously on controller. And he turns decently well, but like he's not going too fast to where like I can't like see Hawks and be like, I think I could roll this, right? So his beta doesn't look too threatening. It might be just more of like an escape tactic to where if you need to run, and you need to stagger the enemy, you can press beta and like fly very far away. But this looks faster than I can't tell, man. I really can't tell. His special action looks faster because like you're flying across the map very quickly, but when I look at his beta, it doesn't look too fast. But overall, that's his beta. Nothing too crazy, but you know, a cool movement ability. So we'll leave it at that. All right, his Gamma, looking like the coolest thing to happen. So you shoot out a group of feathers, and it actually marks the person. So you can see All For One in red right here. Going to Gamma again. Now, you can see that Hawks does a special animation here, so watch. He spins and throws his Gamma, right? But because he's marked, I believe, the second Gamma goes faster. I could be tripping. I feel like the second Gamma is faster because this person's marked. So it would make sense, right? Because the feathers can like home in on someone. Now, I don't think they're actually homing in on it, but I believe if you aim at someone who is marked, or maybe, I don't know, I could be wrong, I'm making this up, but they feel faster. I don't know. Why would they show him do 2 Gammas, right? By the way, he has 2 Gammas. So, but the cool thing is when you mark someone, you can mark them through the wall. So obviously this AoE goes off. You can hit them here. So All For One's marked. You can see them through walls. And he's going to come over here, melee attack. And then he's going to use his special action, by the way. He's going to dash, sprint button, and fly away. That's pretty sick, by the way. I like that they implemented that. So again, very similar to kind of like Tech Shoto's beta. When you beta through a wall and you use the AoE is going to explode through the wall. So this is probably similar to Hawks is probably similar to Toto's, where all this circle is just going to hit you no matter what. It looks very tricky to dodge, right? I feel like if you just are in the circle, you're gonna get hit. If you dodge the initial blast right here, they don't show it, but maybe you can dodge the feathers, right? but I don't know if these feathers will go like a certain distance then automatically explode, or they obviously I think will explode on initial contact of like a car or a wall. But you know, how far will this go initially? So you could obviously dodge the feathers, but I think this move is going to be decently hard to dodge. And then if my mind's not playing tricks on me, I believe the second one's going faster. I can't imagine getting hit by the first one, waking up, being marked, and then having to dodge this quick ass gamma again. But it might be easy. I don't know. The animation's pretty decently long that you know it's gonna come after you, so maybe you can dodge it. I don't know. But again, let's just play through it. Gets hit through the wall, you can see him. He's gonna fly over with the special action as well. Drop down, melee 3 times, and then go away, fly away with his beta, right? I think that's crazy. Also, we want to take into account that, this is level 9 by the way, that your special action, I don't think has a percentage, man. The dude flied after All for One, right? He came around here, he jumped, then he dashed, so this is a special action. He stopped, right? He's coming down, and then he melees, and he flies again. So I don't think there's a cooldown on his flight. I don't know if that would, you know, piss people off because he like has wings. I don't know. Like, so I think that's pretty good. I mean, we'll have to see. He's gonna be annoying to catch for sure, but I don't think he's gonna be too hard to hit in the air. Like Ida is different, right? Ida's a little harder to hit in the air because he can alpha left and right, up, down. Hawks is just flying in a straight path while moving only left and right. So again, looking at the level 9, big AOE, and I think the feathers fly faster, bro. My brain might be messing with me. I don't know. So that's his gamma. Honestly, looking really good. I think it's actually worth maxing. So we'll find out when we actually play him. But I do like this gamma. I think it's really cool. Being able to see them through walls is kind of a nice callback to the actual like lore of Hawks. His feathers being able to like send him messages and him being able to like sense and hear them, right? So that's pretty cool. Alright guys, that is everything for Hawks. He looks like a solid, I imagine, rapid character. This is the English, just so we can see. There's nothing too different about it. I don't think they show anything else that's different about it. But I think he looks like a solid rapid, you know? You go in, do your annoying bit, and then you get out. I imagine most Hawk players are going to fly over people, use their gammas, and then fly away, and then try and spam their alphas from a distance, right? That's how I imagine you would play this character. But you could also just throw your gammas from a distance and then use your your high mobility just to stay away, right? So catching this guy is going to probably be the hardest thing about versing him. Playing him, I don't know obviously how much damage each of these abilities do. But we'll have to see. I think the gamma is probably going to be the most damaging, while the alpha is just going to be like very annoying, right? You can see the English, this Twitter video here. He tries a little harder to land the things. Like I feel like those are gonna be not as hard to dodge because, like, if I'm just running and there's a Hawks like above me flying around, doing all this, I feel like if I'm sprinting, I'll dodge most of them, right? I don't know. I'm not sure, but guys, that's Hawks. Let me know your thoughts down below. He looks a lot of fun. I'm happy about it. Man, we're getting, oh man, this with Toga and then Present Mike. Oh man, our tickets are gonna be, our wallets are hurting, bro. So pray for me, guys. I will pray for you. Hopefully you guys roll them tomorrow. If you guys are a Hawks fan, let me know if you are rolling for him or if you're saving for Present Mike or Toga Quirk set. And I will see you guys later. Good luck on your rolls tomorrow. Have a great one. Bye.